brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his third division championship in as many years.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Stroud. It's caught here by Adams. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he spins past him and into space. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards. And the Jags need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And I know everyone's trying to rein in their optimism just a bit, but he played awfully well in the opener. Yeah, he's got some things to work on, as every rookie does, but he gave us all the reason to believe that he could be the starter. Now he's got to prove it again here in game number 2.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
19, Tiger, 19, 18, 5 in.
To throw is Ward. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Vices, 60 Vices.
Ward off the play fake. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Let's go. 19-18. Hey, we gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
70. Check, hurt, check. No.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Hey, check that.
On first down, it's Genty. The 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They fake the handoff. Now Wood.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tyler Wood from 6 yards away. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown to one of their own.
Bunker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the second time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Pacheco once again.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. He went through 2-minute drill, and they went through all the different situations.
On the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Stroud to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Saints pressure gets it. Brought down for a sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Travis Hunter, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, good move. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. As Stroud now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. What would he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
4 yards.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and he made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
All my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my sun again.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9.
19 sight, 19 sight, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cup, 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
To throw, here's Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
9 yards.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Red. Hot 70, hot 70. 70, right here, go. Get up.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
19 targets, 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 46, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Hey, check that.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready? 70 Lions. Back to 15. No.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But there were strong running plays, and then there were plays where you simply outclassed the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80.
Running game working. He'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
This is caught by McMillan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Man.
Come on. Hey, Panther, hot 70. 19 Tiger.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
On the give, Genty. And he stopped immediately there.
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
70 Timber. Unlock line. Bronco switch. Go.
Once again, it's Genty.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and 4.
Hawk 70. Let's go.
Again with the middle to Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here. with the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll roll him out right. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. 23 yards and the tuck and run.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet, but didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? Bronco 80.
They'll drop the throw. Got him in. That's Ligon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is offered an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go, set. 60 vices, 60 vices.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check, check. Go.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Cowboy 80.
It's a quarterback sneak. And a touchdown here the night before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
When it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5. He picked up the 5.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Hot 70, hot 70. 18 Cardinals.
They go to Johnson again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Bronco switch.
On 3rd down, Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
A 22-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll try the middle with Galindo. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they have a 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, what a move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Back. Cowboy at 60 Maverick. 60 back. 10 through 11. 10 through 11. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Second and 6. They'll find McMillan here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Come on. 60 by 6.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Johnson running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Ligon. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Pass complete to Loveland. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian Loveland for 21 yards away. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, building his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Complete to Dylan Sampson. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. From the 41, here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground, though. Sampson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now Minshew.
And it brings up third.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defense in front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed him, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2.
Warriors, 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. To the sideline. That's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Get him, motion. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Ready? 60 Bison. 19 Tiger.
This is out quickly to the right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.